Good afternoon and welcome to episode 35 of Red True Diaries. Let's see if I can straighten this out a bit. Okay, so I am in another park, different park, not Fairmount Park this time. I do love my parks. I don't even know the name of this one. I think it's somewhere around Bernathen, Huntington Valley. In any case, today I am going to focus on stretching. I am going to get back to the sacral chakra because I do feel it's so important, but today is such a nice day, and yesterday was really difficult. I was in so much pain, honestly, from having so many orgasms the other day. That's one thing. It makes my butt and my hips, my butt and my hips specifically really sore, but also my period. You know, it's the first and second day of my period. Personally, my low back hurts a lot, as does a lot of women. It just aches more, and because it's, you know, your uterus, it's the backside of your uterus. So I spent some time in a jacuzzi at my gym and in the pool, and spent ample time stretching. I mean, probably 2 or 3 hours altogether. Half of the first part of the day I could barely move. I just didn't have much energy. It was so sore and stiff. It was rough, and that's so hard for me personally to go through because I tend to have so much energy, and I sometimes have to cancel plans, which I did yesterday too, because I just was zapped and I needed to recharge and, you know, take some time to myself. And now today, I just feel like a brand new woman. It's wonderful, and that, you know, that's a monthly process, and every person is different. But for those who, you know, are going through similar things and are just unaware of what they can do to make these things better, I offer these suggestions. So I'm going to just show some basic stretches that I feel are key. This is going to be a whole yoga session, though some of them do, you know, are similar, do resemble some yoga poses, but consistency is key. So even if you can only make 10 minutes, you know, twice a week, that's so much better than nothing. And oh my gosh, you just feel so much better as a result. And I know this. I've been stretching most of my life. I've been dancing since I could walk, and I used to take ballet, jazz, tap as a kid, and so I know all the benefits. And even I fall out of practice, and every time I practice again, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to make sure I keep this up. So that all being said, we're going to begin. So I'm on my knees, and I'm going to just show, actually I'll go ahead and squat onto my knees and sit however's comfortable for you. You can even do this standing. So I'm going to start at the top and work my way down. Okay, so one of the first things I suggest is, you know, neck stretches. This is so important, especially women tend to have more tension in our neck and shoulders, men in our low back. I have them both, neck, almost everywhere. Neck, shoulders, low back, forearms, calves, and feet. So I'm going to focus on just a few today, though. So, all right, beginning with the neck. Interlace your fingers behind your head and just gently pull down. Keep your shoulders down. Just take a few deep breaths. And it does make a difference if you drop your head versus pulling gently on your head. I'm not pulling as much as I'm resting my hands, and my own weight of it is creating this stretch in the back of my neck. And when you exhale, exhale everything. People tend to keep their breath too shallow as is, so I'm not going to stay in these as long as I normally would for the sake of time, but I am going to go through, you know, a couple rounds of breath for each one. Oh my gosh. And again, it makes such a difference when you tilt your head like this is great, but when you actually, you know, add your hand to the other side, it creates such, you know, this nice stretch in here is just wonderful. Oh, and then maybe even extend your arms for even a deeper stretch. Sometimes I put my hand like this to feel it in my hip and open it up all through here. so good. Oh, that's just my own thing. My shoulders crack. Oh man. Okay, going to the right. Yep. Stand. Oh. I feel it all in here. Okay. Bring your head back to center, and then even, you know, go back a little bit. Oh. I just like to hold on to my neck a little bit and stretch it out that way. And then again, back forward. Okay. Oh, man. So, now, I want to do the shoulders. Shoulders down, and this is a great one for getting in between your shoulder blades, which is a tough area. Make sure to keep the shoulders down, and then bring them across. Hold between your elbow and your shoulder, and you should feel it in your deltoid and in your low back there. Oh yeah. Oh man. And the other side. Oh, shoulders down. I have to remind myself too. Yeah. This little bit makes such a huge difference. And in yoga, and come back to, all right, but before I move on, yoga there's a pose called eagle pose. You have your palms wrapped up, and the right goes under left at first, and then bring them down. That's another good one. And out, and I'm just showing this for those who are familiar with yoga. It's another great simple one. So you start out with them up, and then you can even pull down to really feel it in your deltoids and in between your shoulder blades. So another great one is clasping your hands behind your back and pulling out, and then falling forward. Oh my gosh. Opens up the chest. Woo. Oh man, see, and round it again, back. And if you can't even clasp, some people it's really tough, so just lean back. If you have something, like there's this pull that my phone is on right now, so if you have something, you can also, you know, put your hand and push forward, okay? So again, not to get too caught up in too many variations, but I like to give some. All right, just checking the time, we're almost on 9 minutes. Okay, so and moving down to the low back and hips, all right? So hip rolls. Awesome, simple stretch. Like when you go this way. My hips tend to, be pretty tight. And are a lot of men and women. And especially in here is one that a lot of people don't realize, especially when you drive a lot. When I started driving a lot, I started getting more tension in that area. So nice big round hip rolls, and this is something that you can do standing as well. That's real nice. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. And always go the other way. Feel that nice balance. Nice and wide. Okay, here's one of my favorites to do. So I'm going to actually think this way up, but I'm gonna have to move my phone a bit down so you can see me better. Okay, so I'm moving my right foot. Let's see, how can I show this well? Yeah, so my right foot is behind my left here, and I'm going to fold forward. And some people go ahead and place their foot on top. This isn't the traditional yoga pose where both feet are on top. Just one foot here is on top of my leg, is to stretch out this hip back here. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh. Oh. So at first it's hard for me just to even do this, but with each exhale, every exhale, just come forward a little further. And sometimes what I do is I actually grab hold of the grass. Oh. And it helps me to pull myself forward. But you see how my upper arm is still relaxed? So I'm gripping the grass. I'm not like this. You don't want to be all tense. The point is to relax. And so where you should be feeling it is all back here and all through here, which is exactly where I feel it. And for another deeper stretch, oh, you go over to that other side. So you can go forward, but again, you're gonna feel it on the leg that is on top or in front. Again, you can also have it in front and then go to the opposite side. So you're feeling in the left hip, but you're reaching over to the right, okay? And of course, to the other side. So I change and put the right leg in front or on top. And I'm feeling it in here, all in here, okay? As I take a deep breath and fold forward. Oh my gosh. Oh, and then, okay, so leaning over to the left side. No matter how much it hurts, don't bounce, all right? But no matter how much it hurts, just keep breathing. Do not hold your breath. Take a deep breath into that area and exhale. And fold over to the other side. If that's too intense, and see, every exhale gets a little bit easier. I could go a little bit deeper into it until finally, if you'd like, you can just fold forward on top of your legs and hold here. That's pretty awesome. And this is one of the best stretches. Oh my gosh, it feels so good now. It's one of the best stretches that you can do for your hips, hip flexors. And okay, so a lot of people love this pose. This is a tough one in terms of yoga. It's called pigeon pose. And you get into it by placing one knee in front. Let's see, that might be better. Yeah, one knee in front and then the other back. Oh my gosh. And your heel, say, in front of your pelvis. Everybody's different. Some people push it out even further in front of them, and the back leg extended, and you put your arm down, you fold forward on top of it. Oh. And let's say, oh my gosh. Whew. And then just hold here. You try to stay, you really do try to keep your pelvis square as well. You know, don't go too far to the left. Really try to stay on top of it. Okay? And I'm just gonna quickly change. I don't recommend doing that. I recommend going nice and slowly. But I only have so much more time before I have a meeting. Oh man. I'm just on a quick break for like a half an hour and wanted to stretch and do this video because I do prefer to do them earlier versus later. Like last night, I was procrastinating because that was such a hard video for me to do. But I'm so glad I did it. It was very freeing. The truth really does set you free. It's so liberating. All right, so yeah, you're feeling it over on that right hip. Foot is underneath that hip flexor on the left. Awesome. So again, that's pigeon if you want to look more into it. And so those are the hips, calves. I'll just tell you what a good stretch for the calves are is when, you know, you basically want to have your foot flexed. All right, fine. I'll go ahead and shift this way. So you have your foot flexed and you're leaning that way, have it anchored, and then pushing down like that. Or say if I was using this pole in front of me, well, you can't really see the extension. So same with the other side. Or you can use You can always use a stair to drop your heels and use the balls of your feet to rest on. So that's going to be it for today. Or ankle rolls are really good too, doing things like that. Okay. All right, we're almost at 16 minutes. I hope you did do at least one along with me. If not today, maybe another day. And if not the ones with me, then maybe ones that you're inspired to do on your own. Whatever the case may be. Stretching is one of the most simple, effective, free, and awesome things that any of us can do for our bodies. And please do remember, one of the key things is deep breathing. Do not hold your breath. It makes such a world of difference. When you exhale everything. And inhale to the bottom of your lungs and the top of your shoulders. Do your best to enjoy it in the process. Mwah! Thank you so much for watching and listening. I love you.